What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and welcome into another video. We're hopping back into the Summer Cup here with a team from Noxious 990. So thank you so much for sending in your battles. It is greatly appreciated. If you want to send in your own battles, there is a link in the description down below for me to shoutcast them if you want me to do so. He is running an ABB lineup here, Dugong, double electric. So let's hop right into these matches here and check out the team. So Swampert versus Dugong. This is an absolutely beautiful lead here. Gonna be able to throw on good timing, 5 ice shards to the icy wind, which makes it a great timing. So the next one's gonna be 4, but you want to throw on 5 just to make sure that you're throwing on proper timing so they don't sneak a full mud shot through, giving them free energy. Gonna end up shielding the second move after calling the bait. Hydro Cannon did absolutely nothing, and it's a Sludge Wave Swampert. When the heck did this thing become a thing? But they decide to hop into a Talonflame here. Gonna farm up some energy, letting this first move go through, as the first flame charge is gonna be the weakest, but they both send the Brave Bird like a mad lad they are. That is resisted damage. And even debuffed, it did quite a bit to a freaking Yanobin Stunfisk, but it is what it is. And we're going to be hopping back into the Swampert here. Sorry, they are hopping back into the Swampert. We're going to be able to get to the second Mud Bomb, not before the CMP tie, which Swampert is going to win because it is attack weighted. Now, you're definitely going to want to come back here with the Dugong, which you do, getting a full Ice Shard for free, and not committing to the full farm down. I like that because you already committed a shield on the Hydro Cannon, which I don't technically think you needed to do, and it's a Macargo in the back. Drill Run coming in, double super effective damage, almost one-shotting this Macargo. My look at that damage. Rock Tomb, not enough to KO. We get the Volt Switch down, and that's going to be a good game. Well played. Hopping into the second matchup here. This is a pretty neutral matchup of the tanks, although you're going to be hitting super effective damage with the Drill Run, going to be baiting with the Icy Wind, but Toxapex can hit back with the Sludge Wave. That gets no shielded. Oh, that is so brutal. And then they decide to hop into a Trevenant, trying to catch a move I do believe that they tried to do, but unfortunately no move to be caught, and now Toxapex has all this energy. So gonna shield up the potential Shadow Ball, great shield, gonna farm up 2 more Volt Switches. There isn't really a great move timing for 4 versus 2 turn fast move because they're going to be able to sneak every time, because 2 versus 4 there's not really a math calculation where you're going to be able to throw on an odd number, but you are going to get the full Volt Switch down and you have all this loaded energy. You're going to have to throw right away because that Toxapex has a bunch of loaded energy. They decide to come in with the Vigoroth. I like the throw the discharge because you're only going to be getting to a couple moves anyways. Maybe you might be able to get to another X Scissor, but not before they throw the Body Slam, and Body Slam is going to be enough to knock out. So now you're coming back in with the Dugong. You are going to get the full farm down, but they might get a Rock Slide off here depending on how much energy they stored. No, definitely not enough for the Rock Slide. They hard pivot into the Toxapex. Sludge Wave, just enough to KO. That would have been really nice to either get the Icy Wind or the Drill Run off. Brine is not a very good move whatsoever, so it's going to take at least 2 brines to knock out, and you have farmed up a boat ton of energy here. This Mud Bomb probably going to be grabbing the shield. Second Mud Bomb is not going to be enough to knock out. Toxapex is really bulky, but is this brine enough to KO you? I don't think it is, and Poison Jab is resisted. You might just be able to get away with the farm down, or charge back up to the back-to-back Mud Bombs. One to take out the Toxapex, the second one to take out the Vigoroth. My gosh, Stunfisk is spammy as sin. You'll love to see it. Double electric going 2-0. Here we go. Bruxish on the lead. Ice Shards are, I don't know why I want to call Ice Shards Icy Winds, but they're going to be doing resisted damage. These confusions are going to start to add up, and it's looking like a double confusion team already. X Scissor gonna be doing super effective damage due to that psychic subtyping. Trailblaze would have been resisted, didn't want to cop the full weight of a foul play, so elected to shield that move. You probably could have got the farm down there because, yeah, they did another no, definitely wouldn't have got the farm down, but you do win switch advantage at the cost of 2 shields, and they're coming back in with the Bruxus. You're gonna get this discharge off here, and you want to come back in with the Stunfisk, or are you going to come in with the Drill? Okay, Stunfisk is going to be coming in. You're going to take super effective damage from this water type move that they're going to throw, but they don't have water coverage, which is beautiful for you. Going straight for the discharge. This is going to do massive damage on the Tentacool, and from here you can just farm up to just before they reach the Scald, which is going to be 8 poison jabs on the for the first one, and then second for the Tentacruel. Gonna be catching the acid spray onto the Dugong. What an insult to injury this game is. Can no shield this? Well, you can't really shield it anyways. Psychic Fangs never did so much damage. Throwing off proper timing still, even though you had the charge move locked and loaded. But I like that. Always making sure you're on game. So hopping into the next matchup here. Praydilly versus Dugong. This is a pretty even matchup, both players hitting for super effective damage, but the bulk of Dugong and the fact that you get to debuff them, I think Dugong is going to be able to take this in the no shield. So they decide to hop into a Charger Bug here. You get now the Galarian, or not Galarian, Unnovan Stunfisk on this thing. I have never seen this matchup in my entire life, so not really too sure who wins this. X's are neutral, Mud Bomb neutral. I do believe, by the look of it, Stunfisk is going to take this. So you're going to want to throw 1, 3, or 5 just to throw in between each one of their volt switches, so you're not giving them a full volt switch. I think you even live this, and since the volt switches are double resisted, you can live the volt switch damage too and just farm up a boat ton of energy. Unfortunately, oh, you get caught with your pants down trying to farm all the way down. You get the farm down. I don't think you needed that. You could have had 2 Mud Bombs and an extra shield to go. So, and this Praydilly is not really threatened by this Mud Bomb. So I think you just wasted that shield for no reason. Unfortunately, in my head, you should have thrown sooner, but they didn't. Oh my, why are you bringing in a Toxapex to an electric typing? Oh, this is absolutely brutal for the Toxapex. This charge is going to be doing massive damage. This thing is bulky as sin. But with a shield to hide behind, Charger Bug is going to win this all day. Can shield up that gunshot, this mad lad. What is this moveset here? My goodness gracious. This is only enough for a Brine, not enough to KO. And now you have back-to-back moves to throw at that Praydilly when it wants to come back in. Double X Scissor should do the trick. Even one from this health range is going to KO. And that's going to be a good game, well played to my opponent. A little bit of mishaps, but I think with a little bit of fine-tuning, you could have made that game a lot easier on yourself. Oh, amazing lead here. A little bit late on the swap, but it's not going to matter. Charger Bug, especially when you give a Pokemon a full 4-turn fast move worth of energy, that is just going to be your downfall. You are not coming back from this. X-Scissor does massive damage. They are just going for obstruct here. You're not going to be able to get the farm down, so I like the fact that you're throwing energy so that you don't get hit by a Night Slash, because a double debuff, the Night Slash would definitely KO you. They come back in with the Pidgeot. They have no answer to this electric type. Discharge going to be getting shielded. Can you get to one more? Yes, you can. Is this going to be grabbing that second shield? Yes, it does. And now you come back in with the Dugong. Dugong is going to be shielding up the potential Brave Bird. I think it's just a Feather Dance though. Yeah, no reason for them to go for the Brave Bird because they're probably weak to the Dugong in the back. And let's see, is it going to be another Toxapex? Toxapex is kind of everywhere in this Summer Cup. Gonna let go of this move. Brave Bird does massive damage, and it is a Dedenne in the back. Drill Run would have been super effective damage, but gonna debuff them with the Icy Wind. I think you should have just Drill Run there. They have no shields. There's no reason for you not to throw the Drill Run, and then you could probably just Mud Shot it down with the Stunfisk. This is a potential play rough. Actually, they just yeah. Good shield. That would have been the hardest hitting move left in the game. Just want to make sure they don't catch the move. Throwing the Mud Bomb just before they reach their next discharge. That Mud Bomb is going to say left, right, good night. Now able to get to this discharge of your own. Wouldn't really matter anyways if you just left with no energy, because everything's going to be resisted due to your electric typing. All the flying moves there would have been resisted. So hopping into the next matchup, another catching all the leads with Dugong. You love to see it. And this one is staying in. Gonna be able to reach the, I think this is only a Feather Dance. That was 7. Yeah, it's 8 to the first Brave Bird, 7 to the first Feather Dance. So maybe it's 7-7. Somebody correct me in the comments. But they're gonna no shield the first move here. Gonna catch the move on the Stunfisk, which is amazing. Brave Bird gonna be resisted and it's debuffed. And do you just go for a very aggressive farm? No, not gonna go for a aggressive butt shot farm down. That would have been massive. But now they come in with the Vigoroth here. Gonna throw on 5, potentially throwing on the CMP type, but the opponent goes for the extra counter. Mud Bomb is gonna start adding up. Body Slam, definitely not enough to one shot. Rock Slide is gonna be resisted. So you're sitting in a very good position where you're gonna be able to outpace to the next Mud Bomb here. Mud Bomb is going to put this thing very, very low, and Charge Bug is looking primed to sweep here. They're looking for the farm down, but now they're going to have to give up a shield. So unfortunately, Vigoroth leaves with all this energy, but Dugong can soak this energy, especially if they bait with a body slam. Oh, this is just another body slam. I do believe, yeah, there's no way that's a rock slide, and it's a Charge Bug in the back. And with the Icy Wind debuff, you should be able to take this game even shields. See, if they just go for the rock slide there, possibly go for the farm down, then they probably have another rock slide locked and loaded for your Charge Bug. So all in all, trainers, don't bait. Don't bait, because this trainer could have won this game, and they ended up losing because they baited. That's going to be a good game. Well played to both trainers. Pretty neutral matchup here. We did have two better answers there, so you're going to end up swapping out. They hop into a Credilli, trying to throw on good timing, but you end up giving them a full bullet seed. It's a little bit hard on the swap to throw on good timing, but essentially you want to throw 2 volt switches, because what is it, two volt switches, and then the move for proper timing there. Gonna get hit with the rock slide, and that absolutely KOs you. And now this Credilli is going for another move here. Grass Knot, gonna be doing super effective damage. Gonna see if you can take the full farm down, and yes, you can. Back in comes the Greninja. This is only a Night Slash. Night Slash doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but they throw the Hydro Cannon. Oh, throw the Night Slash, trainer, because you have the potential to boost, and it's neutral damage. That's probably doing the same amount of damage, and it's lower energy cost. You're going to be able to get to those Night Slashes quicker. There's the boost, but you go down. Silly, silly trainer. Okay. Know your typings, people. Know your typings, please. Macargo comes in, and the Stunfisk is going to lock this down with a double super effective Mud Bomb. Overheat, going to be doing massive damage. Not enough to one-shot. Going to be throwing 2 mud shots in between the Incinerates there for maximum energy and damage, and get the mud shot down. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Jumping right into the next game here. Confusion Giraffe Rig. Giraffe, blah, blah, blah. It's a giraffe with a biting tail on it. Giraffe Rig. Confusion's chunking, gonna throw the move. They're gonna be swapping out into a Ninetales, and now you have a pretty good answer to this with Unova Stunfisk. Actually, with the updated move of Scorching Sands, this could be a little bit of a difficult matchup, but Ember is just such a bad move, and so is Fire Spin, so it's kind of really hard to play with Ninetales, and you just get significantly outpaced here. Look at that. 2 Mud Bombs before that trainer even reached a second Weather Ball with an energy advantage. Like this, those fast moves are just so bad. And here comes Quagsire hopping back into the Dugong here just to absorb some energy. They could just throw Aqua Tail at this point, but they have Mud Bomb, which is a little bit scary, because what Pokemon is going to take out this Quagsire? You do have a shield advantage, and this is going to be the Pokemon. Psychic Fang's going to be coming in, and now these Confusions are going to be absolutely chunking. Can you get the farm down? You cannot, but you leave with all this energy. You let it go. I thought they let it go for a second. I was like, how are you going to win this if you let that go? But X's are going to be doing massive damage. That's a CMP tie, and you have to hope that you can mud shot. Oh, wow. They must have undercharged that for energy, not realizing that they have the back-to-back X Scissors. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I don't know. This trainer said that they went 3 sets, 4 and 5 in 3 sets, and I don't know how many battles they sent me, but it's quite a lot of them. So next matchup, Quagsire versus Dugong. This is probably the Stone Edge. Gonna want to shield. Oh my, Stone Edge just absolutely destroys Dugong, putting it deep in the red. Not one-shotting, unfortunately, but my gosh, did that do so much damage. Aqua Tail, not enough to KO, but from here they just get the full farm down, and you're gonna come in with the Charge Bug, get the Volt Switch down after shielding once. They could probably make 2 moves thanks to that farm down, but they decided to go for the Stone Edge, which is even better for you, because then you just get the full farm down. Out comes another Ninetales. Okay, Ninetales is just a severely damaged Pokemon with a fast move. Maybe Fire should get a nice fast move buff next season. That would be pretty cool. But Mud Bomb gonna be coming in. Again, this is a battle of 2 bulky Pokemon with charge moves that don't hit particularly hard. X-Scissor hits decent, but it's not the hardest hitting move in the game. Like, and I get Stunfisk is kind of bulky, but you are gonna win this war of attrition due to the fact that you are double resisting those Volt Switches. Back in comes the Ninetales. They're gonna throw the Weather Ball. You're gonna shield it, get to this Mud Bomb, and then potentially get to the next Mud Bomb. Nope, gonna save that energy. We're gonna save the Stunfisk, come in with the double discharge here, one to grab the shield, one to do some nice damage. And I like that play. Like, nice combo wombo play. Can you get the farm down? No. They're gonna throw a move. This is definitely gonna KO. Weather Ball, not to knock out. Can you get to a Mud Bomb before they reach the Weather Ball? Unfortunately, you cannot. Maybe you should have overfarmed a little bit with the Stunfisk before hopping back into your if you did 1 or 2 mud shots with the energy, you outpace there, and you almost had the double discharge anyways, so you could have won that game maybe if you overfarmed a bit. So a little bit to consider for your next time around. Blah blah blah, but whatever. Hopping to the next matchup. Gonna have to invest the shield on the Shadow Ball. That would have definitely KO'd. Gonna lose CMP tie here. I do think this is another Shadow Ball. Yes, it is. Destroys the Charge Bug. Left, right, good night. Back in comes the Lantern, and this is a Spark Lantern. Unfortunately, all your Pokemon are now taking super effective damage. Surf is gonna hit the Stunfisk, hoping to catch the Thunderbolt. They waited a turn, caught the Thunderbolt like an absolute mad savage, only to be crushed by a Decidueye. Oh my, that is so heartbreaking. Thinking you making a play of the lifetime, like, oh, look, I'm a boss, just to get fucking hard counter to the back. And oh man, that is so brutal. Shadow Snoop gonna be shielded up. You have the Mud Bomb locked and loaded. Another Shadow Sneak to take out the Galarian Stunfisk. Now, if they reach a Frenzy Plant, that's gonna KO. If it's just, yeah, okay. Left, right, good night. Hard counters, but it is what it is. Hopping into the next matchup here. Pretty bad lead. Gonna throw an Ice Shard. Wanting to swap out, but the game would not let them. Gonna have to shield up this discharge, because that would do a boat ton of damage. Gonna throw one and then the move for perfect timing here. Icy Wind, probably gonna get shielded back. Gonna throw another move. Can you catch a move? Oh, would have been nasty. But unfortunately, all you're gonna catch is this lunge, which is gonna debuff your Stunfisk, which doesn't particularly hit hard anyways, but they hop into a Jellicent. This is not the worst matchup for Unova and Stunfisk, but the issue is you are now debuffed. You even have all this loaded energy, but 2 discharges are not going to be enough to KO, and they are going to outpace you now to the Surf. But the good thing is, Stunfisk is bulky. It's going to live that Surf. Throw one Mud Bomb. Get to another discharge. This discharge will definitely knock out, but you grab the last shield. This is perfect for you, because now this is 2 Volt Switch range for your Charger Bug when you want to bring it in, which you are going to do. Do they get to a move? Yes, they do. Potentially a Shadow Ball here. They did farm up a lot of energy, but it's just a Surf. In comes a Wigglytuff. You're going to throw this discharge here right away. I would build up to the next discharge and then swap out into my Dugong. That would just be my preference here. Throwing 4 and then the move for proper timing. Because 4 times 4 is 16, and then what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So they can't sneak a move there. You're gonna be able to eat. Lunge, taking out the Charger Bug, and back in comes the Wigglytuff is gone. What am I talking about? Good game, well played. Thank you, Noxious990, for sending in these battles. They were very well done, very terrific, very well played. I do like to see them. I might have to try it out for myself. And thank you all for watching this video. If you stayed this long, hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future. If you want to send in your own battles, link in the description down below, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't, because it is greatly appreciated and it really helps with the channel. And we will see everybody in the next video. Bye bye.